This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
We big. I'm big, and this is Lazy. We back with another episode.
sir.
I got my co-host,
Your boy Lazy, man. We got another one.
and this is the first guest that actually had his hand in our success. Like we
Yes, sir.
support everybody. Everybody for support, but you see that logo back there? That's him. That's all him right there. T
Yeah.
Rell, man. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
You
y'all
actually made us take it serious.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh man,
real talk,
once we had the logo, we didn't even know him yet, did we? Or did we? Did we know Haywood?
I think we got the logo first. I think
And then we was like, look, we really got to take it serious because this is hard.
Mhm.
And if y'all notice, I did that logo, but within that logo is another logo I did for him. That,
Yeah. Yep.
if y'all see on that red T-shirt,
Yep.
The sloth.
Oh,
I didn't
Yep,
pay no
the green
attention to
is-
that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of crazy that I
Yeah.
did. Yep.
You did. I was amazed. I almost cried when I saw him. Like, that boy, good boy.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
just peeped that.
So you got your hands in a lot of people's, not only ours, careers,
Yep.
entrepreneurship.
Yep.
You got a big hand in that because it all starts with a logo, man.
Yep.
Like you could believe in yourself so much once you see that logo, and that means it's real.
That's what. Yeah.
you know
That's
what I
like your business, like mascot. Or,
Yeah.
That's like your ID, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like
man.
your business passport. That's why people gonna know you by. That's why when you see Nike, you already know what it is. You see a jump
Yeah.
man, you already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
That horse, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. So that's what I'm saying. So I try to get people to take pride in that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how long you been doing the graphic design thing? 'Cause
Well, I started doing graphics during the COVID. Basically, I
Mhm.
taught myself. Like I had a clothing brand called Feeling Rich.
Mhm.
Me and my partner Deuce. Well, former partner, but it's still my dog. It ain't no, ain't no love lost. But like I used to draw everything like by hand,
Right.
like as far as clothes and stuff like that, things that we would make for ourselves or whatever. But it just got hard to try to change the colors. So I'm just like, man, I've been tired of drawing this like 5 or 6 times just to
Yeah.
change the colors. So during the pandemic, I just got on YouTube, was looking at different videos, just keep on looking. Then I downloaded Photoshop
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Adobe Illustrator. Then I just started doing basic stuff. And then I want to say shout out to Stacy Donuts. I don't know if y'all know her, Erica or whatever. She I think it was the first logo I did. Matter of fact, I did a logo for Feeling Rich first, and it was just like a basic text logo. But we like the logo that we had at first was just like a graffiti logo. It was kind of urban, kind of hood.
Yeah.
But I was trying to take it like to where it's gonna be something more classy. So I just made like a cursive logo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to make it look more pristine, you know what I'm saying, I guess.
Trying to get into court, you know.
Yeah, basically just try something universal so where it didn't look so, I guess, just so hood, you know what I'm saying? So,
Anybody could wear
so
it.
yeah, so it was
Mhm.
so once I did that logo, Erica, she came to me for a logo or a jacket or something like that. So she let me do a logo and she let me do a flyer. It was like my first logo outside of my own business and flyer that I did. And I ain't gonna lie, they wasn't the best, but I mean, she still trusted me and
Yeah.
she still encouraged me. So once I did that one, I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I can keep on doing this. So
Yeah. The ground was on after that.
yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, that's what just got my foot in the door.
So you was like really self-taught. So he wasn't.
Yeah,
no
I was
class?
just you know what I'm saying? My ex at the time, she had an office. She had
Mhm.
ordered a computer because she was working from home or whatever. And basically, I just got on there and I would be at home anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was working for Amazon at the time.
Mhm.
And, but them checks weren't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Plus I got four kids. I had 3 at the time. But I mean that's still, you know what I'm saying, that's still a lot. So I'm just like, man, I need something else. And then like I said, me and my partner had split ways. So I was just trying to figure out a way for me to get some more bread without having without having to give up all my time too. Have to
Yeah.
get without having to give getting a second job or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, man. So yeah, basically self-taught, man. I just got on the computer and I just kept
Yeah.
on trying. And like I
YouTube
said,
University.
yeah,
man. It
get
won't
on
fail you.
YouTube. I promise you. And then even if you mess up, man, just keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of just kept going with it, kept on trying to see what I just kept on playing with the program, kept on watching different people who was real good at logos and graphics and mock-ups for clothing and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? I just kept on messing around with it.
You could tell it's your passion too, because it's like you didn't get discouraged when it was like,
Nah, I definitely got
doing something
discouraged.
new,
Like
you know?
it was times I was like, man, I don't know. maybe I should throw this away. But I guess the drive for me was like, I don't want nobody to come to me and be like, like, hey, well, you used to do this. I ain't want to be a used to. You're like, oh, well, you used to do this. Remember when y'all had it? And even though I don't got feeling rich no more, people come up to me and say it. But the fact that I'm still going was like kind of in the same lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
your passion.
You know what I'm saying? With my passion, it's like I don't feel bad. But if I just gave it all up, then I would feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just quit and I just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really want that. So that's what motivated me.
Yeah.
Like, what was one of your biggest setbacks starting out early? Like,
Shoot.
this period.
Shit, I'm gonna say really doing like, cause like I have my own clothing brand, but like once I split with him, then people was coming to me to help start their clothing brand. So I would start their clothing brand, but like, they would make big orders without getting a sample. So like if the order come back messed up,
Yeah.
then that's on me. So now I gotta go put the money back that they done spent.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I took a few L's. Like I had like a couple big orders, about $1,200. I might have made like like a $400 profit on it. But I end up having to spend more, you know what I'm saying, just because their order was messed up and I had to go back, pay for it, get it, you know what I'm saying, fixed and everything. And man, I mean, that's like that stuff right there discouraged you because it's like, bruh, I needed this bread. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking I'm winning. I'm already spending the bread before I get it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So once somebody messed up, like it was a lot of that. And I was just like, man, I don't got time. So like, and then like another thing, like I had to start like setting boundaries and start standing on my prices too.
Yeah.
Cause like when you start out, you want to kind of make stuff affordable so people can flock to you.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you be beating yourself.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to
Especially when you
learn
put
what
the time and money.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially that time.
Yeah.
Because then, like, what I had to learn early on with the logos was, like, I got to tell people, like, the stand, like, this is like, like, you got to give me a concept and stick with that concept. Because people will tell you, like, I don't really know what I want. Can you just freestyle something? So I freestyle something. They be like, I don't even like it. Can you do something totally different?
Right.
And I didn't put all this time in it. So you want me to draw something totally completely I'm like, nah. So I had to learn all of it. But I bumped my head a few times. But I mean, that's all part of the game.
It is. It is. But that's all a part of going out on a limb and wanting to do something besides go punch the clock.
Yeah,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? You're gonna take some. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
I just heard. Man, I forgot who said it, but it was like, oh, Gates said it on that new Gates. He was like, "You want microwave blessings? They ain't coming.
Man.
Ain't nothing quick when it comes to being an entrepreneur.
Nothing
You
at
know what
all.
I'm saying?
Instant gratification. Like, you know what I mean? You can't cheat the grind, man. You gotta
Nah.
bump your head. You're gonna fall a couple times. And
But people don't understand that cheating the grind, man. Like you making the biggest setback for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Acting like you doing something or acting like you know what I'm saying? I hate a pump faking ass business person, whether you're a man or a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you do her, do her. You know what I'm saying? Make that be your life because cutting her, when I started cutting her, I was cutting her to eat.
Yeah.
I wasn't cutting her to come and chill and I was really cutting to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I need it.
Every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
need it,
And that shit turned into, I'll be telling people like, you know what I'm saying? It's good to pray for what you want, but you gotta be ready for that. Like I
You
never
gotta put that
I
work
never
in.
understood that.
It ain't just prayer.
Mhm.
People just think you just gonna pray
No.
and then just sit it down and just wait for it to fall in your lap. You gotta pray.
Pray with
You
that
gotta go
work
out here and get it. You gotta
do.
learn. You gotta be
Mhm.
able to like you gotta be willing to invest too.
Yeah.
Like people think everything's just gonna be free, cheap, and everything too. So that's why I said as far as going back like me telling people to stand on your prices, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I beat myself so many times trying to just get that sale, just trying to get that person to book that logo. And sometimes I did have to take L's. Like, when you first starting something, you ain't gonna be charging a certain amount because you do gotta build that clientele. So
Right.
sometimes I did have to take a 50% discount or be like, hey, if you get it today, then I just get, I just do it for this price, you know what I'm saying? But how I kind of looked at it was like, okay, cool. Like now I got a customer. Now this is something that I could promote.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of look at it. Even though I really ain't making no money, like that, okay. And then especially when people start doing like, this is what kind of made my logos take off was me making people's logos over. So I would show like the before and I would show the after.
Right.
And like that's what kind of like made people flock like damn, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
because I like people come to me with some terrible logos or they
Yeah.
won't even have all the files. So you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it doing like like making it all the way over, making it clear because people be having grainy, you feel me, like logos, poor quality logos, some
Yeah.
stuff that look like somebody to tape together. I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, like you can't put this on clothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like a lot of people do clothing brands or just even having like a hair salon or whatever. It's just like your logo is like your first impression. Like people judge you by that.
Yeah.
Because like you could tell even like with flyers, you know what I'm saying? If you see a cheap flyer, you know what a cheap flyer look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
definitely
won't
do.
even be interested in going to an event if that flyer looks a certain way. But
Facts.
if it looks, and you know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the logos and stuff like that, like that's what made it take off. Like me seeing what other people's work was. So it's like, okay, I know I can do this better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of took pride in that. But just like me having an eye for stuff, just me, I always just been creative anyway. But like I said, 2020, I really kind of like honed in, just like stayed in
COVID.
that office.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stayed in that office, man, and just anytime I got off work, I'm going in there. While I'm at work, like I'm over here fucking throwing packages on people's porch.
Yeah.
But then people's write me on Facebook like, "Hey man, you know, like, hey man, I need a logo. Or, hey man, I need some clothes. Or I need a custom this, custom that." So you know what I'm saying? So I start leaning into it.
So what would you say is like your most famous or your best logo you done done? Like what would you say is your crown jewel of your work?
I ain't gonna say I got a best logo. I'm gonna say, I mean, really, I'm really proud of y'all logo. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that just because I'm here, but just like the details in the shoes.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
just like
Crazy.
look, like look at how y'all look and look at
Yeah.
the logo.
Yeah,
like
real
it's
talk.
not like you know what I'm saying. It ain't no BS.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Color
saying?
couch. We
Facts.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like and y'all didn't tell me what to do as far as the couch. Of course, y'all sent me the pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, how can I make this fit into the name? And how can I make them? You know what I'm saying? Just like everything just come together. And
Yeah.
that's why I like when somebody can look at the logo and don't really like it's like a conversation piece, but you just get it as soon as you look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So like that just embodies like y'all brand to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So-
Like you chilling, you know what I'm saying? And just you just be all cool and laid back and
Yep.
shit. So I kind of just was like, and then like I don't know. I think the shoes too. Like
Yeah, the
I
shoes
just,
was
I just
crazy.
like the shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Real talk, man.
Yeah, the
I
shoes
just
is
got the
like-
phone.
yeah,
I fuck with phone posits, bro. That's like
do.
I got about 10. You know what I mean? That's my favorite shoe. Like
But
you know
that put fire under us too.
yeah, it did, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When we seen that, we was like, dog, it's on now. Like,
hey, man.
ain't
Yeah,
no-
because the logo came first. Because I posted the logo, then I'm like, you know, and then my cousin Gerard turned me on to him, and then shit.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Facts,
Yeah.
man. So we appreciate you for that, man. We appreciate your grind, man, and your
Yeah,
dedication.
appreciate
Cause
it, bro.
shit, I don't think we would have got this nowhere else just by telling you, hey, bro, we just need a logo. All right, send me y'all's pictures.
Yeah.
You know, I take it from her.
Yeah.
Like
And that's
wasn't
how I
no
like to
second
do.
guess.
Like, yeah, like give me a little direction and I could do the rest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You give me a little direction, I kind of know. And then I don't want my stuff to. I want everybody's to be different. Like some people done seen y'all logo because I promote. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they'll see y'all logo and be like, I want this. But it's like I can't give y'all exactly what you know what I'm saying. I gave the other person. So I try to separate each logo. I know it's hard, but I done did. I ain't gonna lie. I don't got the like the count for real.
Yeah.
But I feel like I done did about 150, 200 logos. You know what I'm
Really?
saying?
Yeah.
Like all
Damn.
over the city. And
Yeah.
then some of them out of town. Like I got a few logos out in from like the A,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But mostly everybody here though. But yeah, I done touched a lot of businesses, companies.
Yeah. I done
Man, you
seen
know what
them,
I'm saying?
especially
From, like,
with the
yeah.
gear too.
Yeah,
the
for sure.
phones.
For sure.
The
For sure.
the Letterman's going crazy.
Hey man, them
The high
hey,
school, them central ones
Letterman.
was stupid.
Shout out to Erica again with Stacy Donuts. She was the first person to let me do a custom varsity jacket for her. So I did that one. And once I posted that, that's when it like started. But this year been real crazy, man. I had opportunity to do jackets for Central High School
Mhm.
for
was
their
dope.
seniors.
I seen that.
Yep. Western High School, I did it for their basketball coaches. They all got custom jackets. Of course, I done did jackets for Fabulous, the dance team. Straight. What's dang? What is their names? I'm sorry. I'm blanking. I'm gonna say dang. What is that? I done did it for so many people,
Yeah.
bro. I can't just remember the names offhand. But I'm kind of just shocked. But I mean, like I said, I just look at my work and I just be proud of
Yeah.
where I came from and like how far I've came. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just like I didn't expect it. And like I said during this journey, and even like up until now, like it's days that I get discouraged, but I just
Yeah.
promote every day. Like I used to be lazy with the promotion and stuff like that. But then, like I said, I started getting on TikTok too. Like,
Yeah.
so I started merging because I used to do stand up comedy A lot of people don't know it. Some
Yeah,
people
I
just
remember
know
you
me.
did that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a few different names. Some people know me right now by Too Real or Too Real, but I was T Rell from like the Prince of Comedy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing that from like the age of like 23 to might have been younger than that,
So what's up
21
with
to
that,
about
man?
25.
You wouldn't want to tap back in?
Man,
really like that
I
time
think
for
I
that.
kind of like like I definitely need to. I got a
Yeah.
lot to talk about because I feel like at the time I was so young
Yeah.
and I kind of was just copying a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just kind of like trying to be I was trying to be a comedian. Like I was trying to like, hey y'all, how's the ladies doing? Like just doing like stuff that you see. You know what I'm saying? As comedians, but not having my own identity on
Facts.
stage. And
But
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
still creating yours though.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you
but
gotta
it was
get
just
it from
like,
somewhere.
but yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, like man, I had some dope shows. I traveled with it and everything. Like, you know, I had a great success. I even did
Yeah.
a movie. It's on Tubi right
Yeah.
now.
You
It's
did?
I
called
remember
Frat House.
that. Yep. Frat House.
Yep.
Yep.
And it was
That's what's
I
up.
think it's on Prime too. If you go on Prime, it's called Frat House or whatever. It's just like it's kind of like a new age house party basically.
Yeah.
And basically it's just like I'm like the sidekick to my homie.
Mhm.
My homie's kind of messing up. He was like an athlete that was doing good, but then we just trying to get to this house party, and then like a lot of stuff go on in the midst of us trying to get to this house party. But it's dope, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of the earliest things I did that I'm kind of proud of.
What year
Yeah.
did this come out?
Dang, man, don't give me the line. I want to say, man, we did this about 5, 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Might
check
have
it out.
did,
It's
yeah,
been out
but
for a minute.
but it's still on there though.
And I ain't
You
gonna
gotta look
lie,
it up.
I was surprised. I was like, they really doing this shit. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I was shocked too, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we shot it locally and everything. And some
Yeah.
people, you know, I mean, people kind of look down at that stuff, but you know what I'm saying?
Starts
Like,
from somewhere, man.
man, it started from somewhere. And then he even did like a part two to it. Where
Mhm.
he moved to, you feel me? Like, he ended up moving to the A. And he got King Harris in it now and
Mhm.
everything. So, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna bring me back like in later sequels and different
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying he got a whole little thing and they kind of was based off like some mixtapes. He's a DJ. Shout out to
Mhm.
Party Out Weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he wrote it. Shout out to Rodney Cox. He was like a producer. And yeah, man, they just like I was doing comedy at the time and whatever. So they reached out. I kind of like Smokey on Friday. Kind of
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really smoking or nothing, but I'm just like the silly comic relief, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just being silly and being stupid. But yeah, man, we had a ball doing that, man. We shot all over the city.
Was Jason Ingles in that one?
Nah, he wasn't in it. I'm trying to think of some people that y'all may know that was in there. Man, it was just like just some different people. I can't even really say right off hand, but yeah, for sure, man. We had a dope group of people, and
Mhm.
if y'all got Tubi or whatever, if y'all don't got it, it's free anyway. So get on there and check it out, search it. But yeah, man, we had a good time. It's like, man, I had a ball. I ain't
My
gonna lie.
co-host got a Tubi movie he's shooting, man.
Who?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it's called Hoes Are Us.
Hoes Are Us?
Yeah, he's running a whole house. He's running a whole house. I think the
If you
baddie
don't
stole
got it,
his
then you need to
stuff.
write it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real, take a chance.
Yeah,
This is the
something
time
sweet.
of trying to be independent.
Now
and do your own thing.
we've been talking about like a big and lazy comedy show.
Mhm.
Me and him work on a good set. You know, get some local comedians
Yeah, let me
tapping
host it,
in
man.
and tapping into like doing Tubi movies because I'm intrigued by Tubi. Like
Mhm.
people can say what they want, but some of that shit be well written.
They getting better. They getting
You
a lot better.
you gotta give it up for you know the
It's
well
okay.
written.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And you see, man, my name's up. I think it's up there, Terrell Briggs.
Yep,
Like
it
they got my
is.
government or whatever.
Me and my
So-
kids watched it though.
Yeah,
I, ain't
for
gonna- I was like, I said the dude that made the logo, this is his movie, and my
Yeah.
son was like, "What? Lying?" I'm like, "Man, I swear, man, it's
Yeah.
shot all over the city."
Yeah.
Didn't y'all do something on the campus?
We did something at the library downtown.
Yeah.
We was in the West. We was kind of everywhere.
Was Rodney
Highlands.
Powell in there? Katina's daughter, she was in there?
Who?
Rodney Powell? Katina's
Rodney.
daughter? I remember
She
was in
might
some
have been in
some
there.
type of movie.
Man, I don't know. It was like, bro, it was a group of us, man. But yeah, man, we definitely had a ball, man, and we had a good time. It was definitely like a good, like, you know, like just me trying to get my feet wet because I had never
Right.
did a movie. That's my first movie, and they kind of took a chance on me.
Man, we gotta
You know what
do
I'm saying?
something, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Time is on our side, man.
Yeah.
But before we go on, be sure to subscribe on YouTube,
Yes, sir.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you can find podcasts.
Mhm.
Follow us, support,
sir.
share, like, comment, send to a friend. If you're watching this, it ain't too late to do it.
Hell yeah. And
Yeah.
if you catch a clip or a reel, man, go ahead and tap in, man. If that shit make you laugh or, you know what I'm saying, some shit seem interesting because, like, man, we bringing so many interesting people on. It's just, like, only right, man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But back to the comedy real quick. Is there anybody in the city that you kind of like looked up to?
Yeah. So like when I first started, let me get this name right. Spike Davis. I don't know if y'all know him. Y'all familiar with him? But he was on Comedy View. He was a dark skinned dude. He had dreads.
Mhm.
He was like one of the first ones. Even when I was a kid, I was hearing his name. And then like once I got a little older, I'm about 2021. I started hearing about Jason English,
Mhm.
Tyra Crush, Justin Tab, Austin Rich, um, Kevin White,
Yeah.
Meech Dog. Let me see who else. Meech Dog. Because I'm forgetting some dope people.
You ever work with Luther Chauncey?
Luther Chauncey, like he really got in the game. Like I was already at the game.
Yeah, he did.
when he popped up on the scene. But he's definitely funny, bro. He's a character. I work with him a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
Me and him work together, or whatever. But yeah, man, he's definitely doing this thing. Who else? Ash Marie.
Yeah, you gotta
who
get on
else?
the show.
Yeah, it was like when I got on the scene, I was the youngest, like kind of like one of the youngest ones doing it. So you know what I'm saying, I kind of was just soaking up the game from like everybody or whatever, and it was like all these open mics. And I remember, I think I did my first place. I mean, my first set at it's kind of, what is it over by Lil John's he got like a jewelry spot right there on 4th Street. I forgot what that club was called.
Oh yeah, you talking
Hickory House?
about a stadium?
Nah, it ain't called Hickory. It was like a little bar. I forgot what they called it. But yeah, it was my first show, and it kind of looked like a strip club too. When you go in there, I think it had like a pole and everything.
It ain't tailgates,
yeah. Nah, nope. It wasn't tailgates, but it's on the same street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was like my first show, man, and I like had promoted it. People knew I was funny just like from like school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just being like a class clown and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And like I was scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
That's what I was about to ask. Was you scared?
yeah, I was scared to do it. Everybody kept telling me to do it. And then like I would go to open mics and I would already write some stuff down, but I wouldn't go up. So it took a while.
Yeah.
But then like once somebody came to me, they was like, man, like they like came with some bread. It wasn't really nothing. It was like $50, but at the time I was just like messed up or whatever.
Yeah.
They told me
Yeah.
like as soon as you sell these tickets, you can keep the money. I'm like, cool. So that was motivation for me to do it. They gave me a little time to get prepared. I started writing just about my situation because I was young. I had 3 kids. So I just started talking about like me just like being like a student of the game. I just learned that like the truth is the funniest stuff. You feel me?
Facts.
Like the real stuff that you go through. So I had to just store it like, cause I think I did one open mic before that show, and like I kind of was just like taking other people's jokes and like flipping them a little bit, but it didn't feel right, which is probably why I was like feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that show that I did, my first show, like I killed it, like you know what I'm saying, like better than I thought I was gonna do, because I was scared then too, because I'm just like, because like I started promoting it, people was buying tickets, like I was driving people, dropping tickets off, people was like hitting me up on Facebook trying to buy tickets. It was packed in there.
It was good turnout.
Yeah, dope ass turnout. Even my baby mama came at the time, or whatever. She like, and that's how I kind of knew, because me and her wasn't really getting along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she came and her friends, she brought her friends and everything. So like I said, I got up there. I'm just doing my set, bro, and like it's flowing, and just like people's laughing, everything's just hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was nervous, I was scared, shaking a little bit.
It's rare. A lot of people, when they say they first set, they like, man, I bombed. I was scared. But when it's natural, see, that's the thing. People always tell me, like, man, you should do comedy. My wife be like, boy, you need to do some comedy. You need to take your shit on the road. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I would be funny trying to be funny. I feel like I'm funny in the moment. Cash clown shit, like making everybody laugh. But I do find times where I got people going. I'm like, and I'm kind of like liking that. And so I'm, you know what I'm saying, keeping it going. But man, it takes guts to get up.
It's art. Like it's art to it. Like I used to think the same thing. Like certain people I would watch, I'm like, man, that looks so easy. And then I knew I was funny naturally anyway.
Right.
But one time I tried to go do something just freestyle. No, you can't do it. I mean, you gotta come up with something. You gotta have something, even if it's just topics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something in your mind. Because if you just go up there like, well, I'm about to get drunk and go up there, and you would go up there and freeze. And I did that before. I got up there and like, here, I'm about to go up there. Plus I was nervous, so I'm like, here, I need some drinks. And I had some stuff written down, whatever. I'm like, and I had been studying it, kept on going up, like going over. I had a whole film, like a journal. So I was in the car and everything thinking about it. By the time I got to that stage, I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
I see all them people. And like
what stage was this?
This was, man, they had an open mic night downtown where the science center is, whatever. I don't even remember the name of the spot, but like somebody used to rent it out and he used to do open mics down there or whatever. Matter of fact, his name is DeMario. He had like open mic thing he would do like on Mondays or Sundays or something like that. So I went down there one day. I invited people out. You know what I'm saying? I had been building my name on social media. And like I said, I started doing this sad story because I used to put jokes in my phone. So I like stuff I used to think about, I just wrote it. So like I said, I kept on practicing. But the nights kind of just taking too long too. So you know how you get nervous. First you amp.
Yeah.
But then as stuff just keep on being late, now you get nervous like if like I would have went on as soon as I walked in, I would have killed it. But I'm over here being too cool, trying to talk to everybody, going to every table, this and the other. By the time like I start drinking, by the time I get on that stage, bro,
Blank.
Damn. Literally. I'm like, you know what's up, y'all? And I'm in my head like,
oh wow.
like, then I, you know what I'm saying? Just like, man, went blank, man. And that's one of the worst feelings too. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, that was kind of hard for me to like really go through because I was just like, man, like I felt like what I had was so dope, and I just blew it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a few people that I had hyped, you know, like I was promoting, they came out, they was hyping me up, they was excited. I got a big clap going to the stage and everything. Everybody like T Rell, blah blah blah. I get up there,
good.
bomb, bomb, bro. Like don't say nothing. I'm like, all right, that's my time, y'all. Like, had to go, bro. But I mean, all of that's a part of the journey, bro. Like,
it is.
Any comedian, like even the people that y'all see who's successful, they've all done it. They all been through it. But that's why also I tell people, like, if you are gonna get into comedy, bro, it ain't easy. Everybody think because they make a Facebook post that they a comedian, like that. Don't,
bro,
and a lot of that stuff be stolen, bro.
Yeah.
If you a copy and paste.
I don't even
viral, bro. You're not a comedian. You just a cornball.
Just share it.
Yeah, just certified.
Why would like you like really just doing double work by even retyping the whole post,
or even copy and paste it? Like I hate when you're supposed to be a comedian on or off Facebook and you still in status and shit like that. Shit,
I don't like it, bro. I don't know why I take it so
sicko shit.
Still to this day,
I do too,
bro.
Sicko shit, though.
I made a post. I said, you got a problem if you gambling on the All-Star game. Then I type 1-800-GAMBLER. No lie, I scroll down my timeline and there it is, word for word.
Oh, no.
I said, damn, bro, you can at least
that's on.
I said, you can at least like it. He deleted and blocked me, bro. Like, you don't get that serious, do it, bro. I'm like, bro,
I mean, it don't, but it's just, I just look at it just like a way, bro. It's just silly. Like, you literally looked at a meme and retyped it. Like, just share it.
Right, just share it. It's easy.
Just share it. Like,
I'm gonna share shit all day. That's mostly what I'm gonna do.
I don't know, but I like that's the comedian in me anyway. Stealing jokes has just always been like silly. Like I said, even though I started off doing it, I was ashamed. Then nobody kind of like really know. You had to really know comedy to know that I was kind of borrowing from somebody else.
But I said, you don't.
But then I started doing my, you know what I'm saying? But but I took it and like I knew what I was doing was wrong, so that's why I reevaluated and went back to the drawing boards. Like I got to think about my life. You know what I'm saying?
Made it nice though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And like Kobe took from. He was like he was in an interview and they was like, man, we heard that you took your game from Jordan. He was like, man, I took from everybody.
Yeah,
I got a little bit of this, I got a little bit of that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But who's your top 5 comedians of all time?
There you go.
Top 5 comedians. I'm gonna say
you too big.
No order though. I'm just gonna say people I like. I ain't trying to be, like I ain't trying to say everybody else's favorites.
Yeah.
I like
your top 5.
Cedric the Entertainer. That's one of my favorites. He just like, I don't know, he just like my cool uncle, like to me. You know what I'm saying? Cedric. I don't know if y'all know who, Tony Roberts.
Yeah.
Tony Roberts, man. Like
you talking about how to do the voiceovers?
He got a special where he dressed up like Eddie Murphy. In the
dude's funny, bro. He's so fucking
bald
animated. Nigga. And he's just wild, bro. Like I just like he's kind of like who I kind of wanted to be.
I think Tony Baker.
But yeah, Tony Baker. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Okay. We doing like the animal voice.
Oh yeah, he's
dope too. Though. But yeah, it's Cedric, and then it's Tony Roberts, Jamie Foxx. A lot of people don't know Jamie Foxx for stand up, but as far as just being a person with different tools, bro, you could sing.
Yeah.
You funny. You could do like the impersonations. Bro,
man.
like he can act. Like, bro, like and then like he could be a serious actor too.
Yeah.
Like that was like, I promise you, bro, like this is one thing I told my mama when I was like a kid. I was like, Mama, if you get Jamie Foxx to come to my graduation, bro, like, I'll be so like, because I just looked up to him. Like, I just feel like he was just
I fuck
cool.
with Jamie.
Like Jamie's
fuck
dope.
with
He,
Jamie.
you know what I'm saying? He sang, do music and all of it.
And he's an athlete. People don't understand. You had to be athletic to even get a part in
Any given Sunday.
any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, they just was talking about this shit. Somebody went out to be the quarterback, and when they was like, hell no,
Puffy?
I guess,
It was Puffy.
it was Puff.
Yeah.
He tried to be Willie Beeman, and they was like, nigga, what? Nigga, you
They
can't
ain't believe
roll
it.
out.
They ain't
nigga.
believe him.
Nah,
Yeah,
but you
Jamie Foxx,
100% right about
Cedric, Tony Roberts, Bernie Mac, and then I gotta give it to man.
I think Bernie's the GOAT.
Bernie's dope.
Bernie
bro.
was nice.
Like Bernie was like really like your drunk uncle. Even though
Yeah.
I ain't saying he was drunk, but it's just the stuff he would say.
Yeah.
He's just gonna tell it how it is. And
Especially on his show, like
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He would just say what other people were scared to say. So
Ah,
that's what
man.
I admire about him.
Bro would be
okay.
canceled right now.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
he was like,
He wouldn't
the little
survive in these
6-year-old
times.
kid, a
He would
faggot.
gone quick.
He was like, he's a faggot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something
Excuse
cool
my
to say
language,
now, you know what I'm saying?
excuse my language.
Yeah, man. But and then like I'm just gonna give it to Martin, bro. Like that show,
yeah.
bro. Like
Yes.
man, that show, the Def Jam hosting,
Yeah. He had a
his
mean
movies,
run.
like
Yeah.
I just feel like in these times he really don't get like of course, like if you probably about I'm gonna say 30 and up, then you appreciate Martin.
Yeah.
But like he ain't really like spoke about with the young generation. But I mean everybody got their generation of
Yeah.
you know comedians. But I feel like Martin was just different, bro. Like that show, bro, like was and I can still watch the show today.
Yeah.
Did you watch the reunion?
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
watched
talking.
it. Yeah.
Laugh like you ain't seen it ever.
I laugh like I ain't seen it, and man, it come on 15 channels, different
Yeah.
channels, and I watch it.
That's why I don't fuck with BET
every time I
now. Because
stop.
I'm like, man, y'all could have gave us Martin years ago. We had to go somewhere
It
else.
would have been
watch
dope to
Martin.
see, you feel me, like a reboot, but you know,
Yeah.
of course he can't do it because
You can't capture. Yeah, you can't
Stuff
capture
like
magic
that.
twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that might make you mad.
That's it.
Martin was great,
But
but
Yeah, your butt goes.
let's go.
I feel like there's two shows that was neck and neck.
Who? Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince only because
It was a better show.
I'm gonna tell you this. Fresh Prince only because it was funnier longer. Like when Gina was leaving the show and it was weak. You know what I'm saying? But even after losing Aunt Viv, you got Carlton and Uncle Phil that was funny besides Will. Like sometimes
Carlton was a gangster on the low.
Carlton was sometimes funnier than Will. Like it was just funnier
They bounced
longer.
off each other.
You know what I'm saying? It was funnier way
See,
longer
but
than me.
what I liked about Martin, even though it was like random, it was a little like, you know what I'm saying? It was way more sillier. Like
Yeah.
Fresh Prince had like a message to it. You know what I'm saying? They always had messages and stuff like
From
that.
the beginning.
In real,
From the
in,
beginning,
like, real
yeah.
life scenarios.
That's why
Martin
you
sometimes
can
had
also reboot it.
Yeah,
How they
true.
rebooted it.
Yep. But Martin was like, yeah, it was situational too. Like, but it was just like random thoughts. Like, hey,
Yeah.
man, you ever had a homie who
Random
was
wreck
gone off
shit.
his girlfriend, like Cole, you know what I'm saying, having that messed up apartment,
Yeah.
him going to the you feel me, like that resort and fighting that little possum and there.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
I
that
just,
was
you know
hilarious.
what I'm saying? I just like the
And the
ridiculousness
characters.
of it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he just played so many characters
Mhm.
and you could like get lost. Like, of course we knew it was
Facts.
Martin, but you still kind of ignored that it was Martin.
To this
It was
day,
like,
though.
you know what I'm
To
saying?
this day.
So like
Yeah.
that's what I liked about it, and just like that's creative to me. You know what I'm saying? I just like I'm not saying like Fresh Prince wasn't,
Nah,
but that
you-
was just
you
more
right.
like, of course, like they had a better messaging and all of that. But
Yeah.
Martin was just silly. Like if you just wanted
It
to get
was.
away and escape, like I said as a kid, like just going through just life, even as a kid,
Facts.
like just trying to escape from the day. Watching Martin just make just
It's
feel
over
me
with.
just
You good.
joyful, bro.
No matter
You know
what
what I'm
went
saying?
on.
I don't care what happened in that day. If you got
Yeah.
whooping anything, man, I'll be
Facts.
and then watching Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's my
But
show, and still
you can't
still to
go
this day.
wrong with none of them.
What it do? What the business is?
Annabelle here,
That girl Mel.
and we are We Them Girls Podcast.
Y'all check us out audio Wednesday on all streaming platforms, visual on Thursday on YouTube at We Them Girls Podcast.
Y'all enjoy the Big and Lazy Podcast.
Yeah,
Jamie
Fresh
Foxx
Prince. I
show,
love
Fresh Prince,
Jamie Foxx show was
the
hey,
Wayne's brother. Jamie Foxx
Wayne's
was
brother.
underrated.
Y'all
no?
put a Chappelle show, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
Oh yeah, Chappelle was.
I fuck with that.
Chappelle
Chappelle
was.
was some. He's definitely in my top five.
Surely.
I'm gonna say Ari Spears, not in no particular order.
Mad
but
TV. Oh, you
yeah,
talking about
Ari
your comedian?
Spears
Okay.
is that nigga has been wrecked since Mad
Yeah.
TV.
Hey, for real.
Eddie Griffin might be my number one on the low.
Eddie Griffin's hilarious.
Eddie's like one of them niggas that's
I guess I ain't seen a lot of his stand up though, but I
Yeah.
definitely liked his feel me, like movies and him
Yeah.
on that one sitcom he had with what's it called?
Malcolm and Eddie. You stupid.
I remember watching that show.
Yeah, it was
for sure.
But you know, he said
On
they stopped
UPN.
because he said the white dudes was trying to get too weird with the writing, and he's like they already kind of let them
Trying to
have
have
their
'em,
way, weird shit.
shuck
But
and drive, you know,
yeah,
shuck and jive, man. You know how it go, though.
I also like another underrated. What's your boy's name? Damn, Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he's in my top, but
And he can roast.
dog, when he was real fat,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
dog.
the era that I come from, bro.
Yeah, the roast.
The
But that's why I
roasting,
love Ari Spears, because Ari Spears
why we
be in
did
the
in high
crowd, like you know what I'm saying, and like bullying, like come on, man. If you was growing up in the time that we all three grew up in, and you couldn't joke back,
You had to learn. You was gonna learn the easy way or the hard
come
way.
on,
Yeah,
man.
you
Because
was.
I learned the hard way, bro. Like freshman
on,
year,
man.
I wasn't nobody, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was lame, quiet, staying to myself. And this one dude used to pick on me every time. His name is Justin. He
Yeah.
passed away, man. You know, and my condolences to him. But
R.I.P.
he used to, bro. He used to give me pain every day,
That
bro.
pain,
Bro, pain, because I ain't really keep no haircut. Nigga, I was like, you feel me? All my clothes was big and just hanging out for me. I don't know why, but I feel like I was darker back then.
Yeah.
He used to ride me out every day,
Nigga
bro.
said
Turn
he
around,
was
because he
black
sat in
and-
front of me. So that's what make it worse too. If a nigga move his seat to ride you out, bro, and
Yeah.
just look back at you and everybody laughing, I'm just like,
Yeah.
bruh. So I'm just like going home every
The
day,
good
just
old
like,
days.
man, I got to come back to school. So one day,
gotta
I don't
sharpen
know what,
up.
I don't even remember the joke I said, but I came back for sure, and man, like we just always. So then it became a little more even. Like at
Yeah.
first, he used to kill me out.
You got to
daily,
say
bro.
something, dog.
But
yeah.
that's what I needed though. Like I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
that built us up and that made us
Come
less
on,
sensitive.
man.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
Like,
man.
It
like,
did.
you know
Built
what I'm
character.
saying? Like for
Yeah.
sure. Cause I mean, everybody had something to joke on. I don't care who you was. Like,
Yes.
even if you was fly, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Look at
it's
your
something.
eye, nigga. Your
I
eye.
don't care.
But see,
If
I
it's
was
your
one of
brother
those.
or your mama.
Yeah.
Maybe it ain't you I'm joking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was that
So,
kid since elementary. Like, I don't know if y'all know Woodus.
Wooders, yeah.
Yeah, they had the studio and shit.
Yeah.
Me, Woodus. Man, the elementary school was like you said, like Def Comedy Jam or
Yeah, for
something.
sure.
Like, and it was always like the ugliest or the people that didn't have much had the best.
was
flame
funny.
and-
Yeah.
and it was
And
flaming
then
your shit.
sometimes, even if they weren't funny, you couldn't rat them out too much because they'll whoop you.
Yeah.
yeah. It was just one nigga
For
named
sure.
the wine boy. He'll joke,
Hey, bro.
But once he start getting the back end, he's
Hey,
ready to
bro.
square up.
I had to learn that one day when I was on the bus one day going in, hype too. Then this dude got serious. I was like, hey, bro, I'm cool. Plus,
Yeah.
dude didn't look like he went to school with us. I was like, bro, dude gotta be 18. We in middle school. Like, dude had a mustache and everything. I'm like, bro, hey, bro, I was just playing, bro. It don't even get that deep.
I got chased home before.
For real?
I ain't gonna lie. It was a nigga. It was a nigga that lived on our street.
For joking?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my nigga to this day. Big Mike, Fat Mikey.
Okay, I know
And
you're talking about.
And I used to joke on him, but that was my nigga too. We played every day, but one day he got fed up with me, and that nigga chased me, and I was like, I kind of ran off a little bit, like this
Yeah.
fat ass nigga. Look back, this nigga's like,
I'm
I'm like, oh shit, this big nigga's coming. But like you said, that built character. Like it's bully shit. Like
Yep.
that bully shit only went so far when a nigga was
Yeah.
really getting bullied in school back in
Yeah.
the day. Like this shit's gonna hit the fan. We gonna fight.
Yep.
Now
You
it's
gonna have
like,
to.
damn, like you
They
gonna
gonna
go
cry
to
out,
the
ain't
teacher and
Yeah.
cry and kick.
And I ain't even trying
And
to
my
be insensitive,
condolences to
though, but-
people,
yeah, for
insensitive
sure.
that
Yeah, I ain't trying to be insensitive,
that deal with it and that really deal with it. But like something in this generation, I don't understand.
I understand
Online-
cyber
Online
but
bullying.
you can log off.
Get the fuck off
But
my
also,
ass.
some people's argument is that that's just the way of today, and people feel like they got to be on social media. I feel like
Yeah.
you got to learn to unplug because even us, some of us bully ourselves by trying to compare ourselves to
Yeah.
other people.
Oh
and,
man,
and I've
that's
even
beautiful.
been guilty of it.
That's beautiful.
And,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
yeah,
just
serious,
saying
I've
that
even been
thing.
guilty of it because I'm like probably in a messed up situation. I probably lost my job, but I see this
Yeah.
other dude. He done came up or he done
Mhm.
hit his parlay today.
Yeah.
Or, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
man.
He got his car. I might have just lost mine and he just got a new one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'll let play a part, but all you gotta do
Comparison.
is just learn that, man, like, you can't compare yourself. Everybody on their own journey and
Facts.
time is everything. Like, somebody might be up today and be down tomorrow. And you
That
might
social
be
media
down
will fuck
today
your
and you
head
might
up
be up
anyway.
tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? So,
Life comes to you fast.
hey,
It
for
will.
real.
And comparison is the killer of joy.
It
sure.
is.
But I'm gonna ask you this to kind of switch subject a little
Yep.
bit. You said you had a clothing line,
Yep.
feeling rich, and you said you're not with him no more. You
Yep.
want to talk about that?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because, like I said, man, It's all love, but yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We did it for about 7 years.
Yeah.
We had a dope run, man. Like, man, we was doing all type of vending events, and man, we got to meet with Yandy and get her some clothes. One of our first big things, I don't know if y'all know about, 106 in Park, but y'all remember on, you feel me, like New Year's to come, they have like, you feel me, like the 106 in party.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I don't know if y'all know the dude who sang Hit the Quan, or
Yeah.
Hit the Quan, yeah. That dude, I guess he had came here like a week before or something like that, or whatever. So we got him some clothes. I think my homie linked up. He would always do stuff like that. He would link up with people and different promoters, and if they brought artists, we would like basically just, you feel me, like bring them clothes or whatever.
Mhm.
So like that dude who sung that song, you feel me, like Hit the Quan, he ended up, performing on, you feel me, like on the 106 and Party special.
Mhm.
But we at church on New Year's. Like he's at his church, I'm at my church, but I'm getting all these notifications while I'm in church. And, like, people tagging me and stuff. Like, bro, y'all on BET. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And it was just, and honestly, bro, it was a shirt that we ordered off of fucking Alibaba or something like that.
Uh-huh.
If y'all know anything about that,
Yeah.
it was just like
It's the
it was just,
manufacturing people.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. We just ordered a blank shirt, but we got somebody here local to print just our logo over it.
Mhm.
And his homie was and like his homie was wearing it on the stage, but it was just like big for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, like we had like, man, we was man, we did that. Then like we had like a year that kind of where we were on like a hiatus. And then like we came back. Like I said, once I started learning how to do that logo,
Yeah, it
stuff,
became easier too.
I came back with that different logo. So we did like a rebrand
Mhm.
when I was so like I said, we still hitting the ground running. I'm getting better at designing. We just know the business better. You know what I'm saying? We taking off or whatever. But so, something happened to where basically he just felt like I wasn't doing my part. Which I mean, I understand it because it was always established that he was the business guy, he was the number
Right.
guy. I'm the design guy. That's just all I did. You know what I'm saying? But he basically told me, basically, I wasn't doing nothing. All I do is design. So, you know what I'm saying?
What else you think that is he wanted you to do?
Just I don't know, maybe just I don't know, cause I feel like anytime we had a vendor event, I
Mhm.
set it up, I made it look all pretty. We got the photo shoots. I'm telling people what to wear, put on.
Yeah.
Sometimes when he can't make it to an event, I'm going to that, and you know what I'm saying. We both basically picked up where each other lacked. I ain't gonna say like I was always big on numbers and all of that, but that was his strong suit, which is
Right.
you know what I'm saying. And he's still like a dope business person, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, maybe he just felt at the time like I wasn't doing enough, but I just felt like I'm doing what we already established that I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? We decided to part ways or whatever. And then like that message stuck in my head is all I do is design. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm kind of mad about him saying that, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, cool. But I know a lot of people who need somebody to help them design,
Yeah.
which is why I
Right.
kind of leaned into it. Started doing the logos, started designing graphics, designing
Right.
other people's color brands. So yeah, that is all I do. You know what I'm saying? And I took it as something to try to just like build off of, and you know what I'm saying. So I turned
Right.
it into a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Performing
Which
and was it endurance?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
why greedy and lazy.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, man, why you put greedy and lazy together? I'm like, man, because at the end of the day, when we graduating from school and shit
Mhm.
like that, and
Yeah.
we going out in the world to pursue what we want to pursue, if you don't go off the standard, I'm going to college, what mom wants me to do. I'm going to the military, what
Mhm.
dad wants me to do. Nah, I'm gonna go hit the studio or draw or study acting or do some shit I want to do. What the first thing they gonna call you? They gonna call you lazy.
Uh-huh.
They gonna say, you know what I'm saying? But really, I'm greedy and lazy. I want everything that I want and how I want it. And who ain't gonna take something for nothing?
For sure.
You know what I mean? If we can get it, give it to me.
And that's like one of the joys, like the people ask me like the favorite part of the podcast, and it's like seeing the growth, seeing like the followers, seeing the downloads go up, seeing,
Mhm.
you know, people from different cities. This young girl just reached out to us and she's like a designer. She's like 17, like, and she got design. Well, I can't think of what she's in. She's like in the New York Times, like designing. I can't think of her names. We're gonna have her on her soon, but
Dope.
yeah, so like it's just seeing different people reach out, like
Yeah.
it's just crazy. Like,
And
the
people
grind.
coming up to you,
Right.
oh man, you got that podcast. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm in there pumping gas. Hey man, when you want to get me on, I'm like, what is this nigga talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Man, the podcast, man. I'm like, oh man, just tap
Plus
in.
y'all stuff look good, and then I like y'all clips. Like, before I I've seen multiple podcasts in the city, but most of the podcasts I do really tap into are like from different cities and bigger platforms, stuff like that. But what I would say is y'all stuff blends in with the bigger platforms content. When I see y'all clips,
Appreciate that.
Hey, B, hit a ding or something.
Shout out
I
to
see y'all
Haywood,
clips.
man.
Like I don't be seeing people put the words, everything look good, and then like the quality of the video neither. Like even my old podcast, we ain't do no clips, we ain't do none of it. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like the way y'all got y'all set up, and like I said, y'all post y'all clips consistently. Like that's stuff that I seen bigger brands and bigger podcasts do and platforms
Every
do.
week.
Like Joe Budden podcast, stuff like that. Like y'all clips kind of look exactly the same. Like when he clipping stuff up, Vlad TV, all of that stuff. Like y'all,
That's how it be, though.
y'all basically got that same, you know what I'm saying, formula, but y'all don't look like y'all copying neither. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It just look like y'all, of course, y'all using the same software or similar software, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's y'all own and it's interesting. Like the clips that y'all do cut up, it's like I watch every one. I be trying not to. I be like, here, I'm gonna flip back, and then I just swipe back. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Appreciate
I like
that.
that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm definitely tapped in, and it's not just because I like y'all logo. Because if it was whack, I ain't better tune in, or I
Right,
wouldn't
or
kept
be
begging
on.
y'all to come on here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I kept begging. I kept seeing him. I'm like, bro, can I get on the show, bro? You know what I'm saying?
He went up on me
One of
again.
y'all finally hit me back, bro. I was like, man, hell yeah.
You know, some people get lost in the shuffle. We
Hey,
trying to get
that's
her.
all love.
We want to record once a
They
week.
do.
You know, we trying to get her. Fuck with her.
And I ain't gonna lie, how you did it at Golden Crowd is how they do it. Like, bro, I was like, what's going on, bro? He was like, listen, I don't want to bother you. All I want to know is when I can get on the podcast. See you later. I'll let you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how people come, though. They were like, man, when can I get on? And sometimes it be just regular people. I'll be like, nah, I don't really got nothing going on. But this, I'm like, listen, if
I mean,
you
you
can
gotta
come and sit and have a conversation, that's all that matters, though, because intellect is everything. Even
sure.
with, like, I'm trying to tell my son, like, man, you trying to talk to the females, but it's like certain stuff don't register to you. But you know what I'm saying? Because you're young, but a great conversation goes a long way.
Yeah,
You feel me? My wife said she remember the first time I talked to her in the 4th grade. She was like, I was just awkward.
Y'all been knowing each other since 4th grade?
Yeah, it's the first time. That's the first time I shot my shot.
That's what's up. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We've been off and on.
So you
since
said to the
then.
no? I mean the yes,
Yeah, I
no,
did.
maybe.
She was on a safety patrol. She was on a safety patrol post.
Okay.
She was like,
So she had
yes.
like
and
a
she
little
gave me her
orange
number. Yep.
I was going to be on the safety patrol.
She was a little rat.
Hell.
Nah, I wasn't. I was too
ain't
bad.
doing that
I
shit.
couldn't get on there
That was
either.
terrible. But she was like, you know, you do the little walk
Yeah.
around the
Make sure everybody ain't running in the hallway and all that.
Yeah.
you know, the fitness shit where you gotta go do the pull-ups and you do the little mile walk and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
like the jump rope for heart and all of that stuff.
Yep. So we're doing our little mile walk or whatever it was, and I just was like, why you over here just quiet? You know, I was a fool already. So like I told him, like a great conversation, you never know where it can take you, bro.
For sure.
Like, he be so scared to talk to, you know, not
It's
talk
hard,
to girls,
though.
but like really, he treats the honeys like a homeboy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like Kanye? Man, I love Kanye. You play the game? You don't. You ain't got to
talking about stuff he like. He don't really try to get into them. Yeah, I mean, but he's young, so
yeah, he's young.
he'll learn.
You know what I mean,
He'll learn. He gotta, meet her somewhere, and y'all gotta find some type of common ground, and then y'all conversation go from there.
so
You know what I'm saying?
being a young parent, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked in the shop that day. You was a parent before you got out of high school, right?
I was a parent. Man, I basically I found out I was gonna have a kid. The beginning of the end of my freshman year, going into.
Ooh.
No, matter of fact, I'm lying. The second semester of my sophomore year, I found out. Well, I found out before we came back from school. You know how you go on Christmas break?
Yeah.
So I found out right before Christmas.
Like, what was that conversation or call?
Man, so I had a girlfriend. Basically, me and her met in like 7th grade or whatever. Like and then we kind of disconnected, whatever. I think I ended up going to a different school. Then freshman year, like we ended up kind of connecting again. And one thing led to another. We trying to be grown, and we end up having to really be grown. So she ended up going to the doctor one day, and finding out that because she had went a couple times thinking that she was, because she, you know what I'm saying, because she had missed a cycle or whatever. And I'm just like kind of nervous. I'm just like, man.
What you say? I'm at the studio, man.
Nah, you crazy. Nah,
Put
but
that on
then,
everything.
right, for real though. It's like she was like, you know what I'm saying, but she was on birth control too at the time. So we thinking like maybe she just missed her period because of birth control,
Yes.
whatever. So like I said, she went like maybe a week before Christmas, and she called me that day and was like, "Yep, I'm pregnant." When she found out, she was already 5 months.
Ooh.
Damn.
So you know what I'm saying, it's right before Christmas. I'm kind of nervous. my mom was gone, whatever. But I was gonna tell my mom anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I tell my sisters and my brothers and them, like, I'm just like, hey, y'all, I got something to tell y'all. I got a baby on the way. So they all think I'm joking because, like, I'm the innocent one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the square out of everybody.
Yeah.
So they just like, yeah, right. Well, you ain't even smashing nothing or whatever.
Right.
I'm just like, I was like, bro, I swear, I promise y'all. So my sister's like, oh, I'm about to call mama.
Ah.
They ain't
Damn,
call
why'd
my
you
mama
on that?
right then and there. They ain't waiting on her to get home, so they call my mama.
Moolah
They
did?
like, well, you know, I don't know if it was Moolah or my big sister, Rika. I don't remember which one, but I just remember one of my sisters called my mama right then and there or whatever, and she was like, well, he got something to tell you, and she was like, what? So you feel me? Like mom's on the other line. I don't know, she's at the grocery store, she's something. I was like, man, what's it called? Is pregnant? So and so's pregnant. She's like, yeah, right. Like she like she didn't believe it.
Nobody believes,
because
huh?
I'm so quiet and I'm just chill. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't believing that or whatever. So she come back home. She looked me in my face. She's like, so swear to God you got somebody pregnant. I said, bruh, I'm telling you. So she called my ex-girlfriend or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? She was talking to her and everything was confirmed. But my mama wasn't mad at me or nothing.
Yeah.
Cause also too, I was like,
How was your Christmas?
I mean, it was straight. Yeah, I ain't getting no trouble, nothing. Because
Okay.
like I said, I was kind of like different as like a kid. I was quiet, but I was
Yeah.
more mature for my age. And like you feel me, like the moment that I found out I had a baby on the way, I'll start looking for a job.
Yeah.
And
That's
like
what's up.
and you know what I'm saying? Like I already knew what I had to do, especially me growing up without no daddy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he was around to a certain point to probably probably till I was like 5, and then he just stayed in jail in and out or whatever.
Mhm.
Mostly in though. And, like I said, it was just like I just want to take care of my kids. I just want to be different than what I done had.
Yeah.
You know
Do you have a good relationship with your father now?
what's crazy is, I mean, not really. Like I kind of just like blocked him out of my like my mental. Like even growing up as a kid, I kind of resented him because I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, like the stuff that I ended up finding out. You know, he was doing drugs. You feel me? Like he had a drug problem or whatever.
Yeah.
He stole from us before, stuff like that. But then like he had got out one time. I think I was about like, I want to say like 11 or 12, maybe 13. And, he came, like he was trying to come see us and stuff like that. Him and my mama didn't get along though, and you know what I'm saying, like, but he was trying. And one day he spent the night. I think he spent the night for like, I think like on Christmas Eve or something, or you feel like the week of Christmas. So it was just dope. Like he had just got out, he came over, and even though I hadn't seen him and we had no relationship, it was just like everybody just want their daddy. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope to just have him. You know what I'm saying? Then he just went back. I ain't seen him for years. He got out another time. We used to go over. I think I was about maybe 14, 15 when he got out again. Went over. He went back, and then I ain't seen him again until I think he got out 2 years ago. He went right back like a few months later.
Damn.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like this last time, like he hadn't seen my kids, bro, or none of it. And like when he got out, you know what I'm saying. And then plus my kids are older, like they met him and everything. He came, like I got pictures and everything. But then like my brother caught him, you know what I'm saying, like back on the same stuff, basically doing the like falling back to the same traps, basically. And, he ended up going back or whatever. And I mean, it's just still the same kind of conversations and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that we be having. Like he's trying to say, oh well, when I get out this time, I'm like, bro, I'm 34, bro.
Kid,
Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been
That's
tired of that.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's like
fair.
I can't even, like, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt 2 years ago. I was 32 and I could have just said forget it. And like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like hearing, he be trying to call. I just don't care to hear it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Like I understand, like you ain't got no resentment, but like, bro, I'm like,
bro,
I'm tired of bullshit.
And what can
I'm the same.
what can I do as a man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to raise kids. I can't raise you or even give you advice.
My daddy's still lying to me. You supposed to be going to shoot pool for 8 years, bro. I'm saying, that's his little thing. Let's go shoot pool ground. Okay, cool. Like
my daddy still
he was still lying to me. I don't even. You know what I mean, you ain't got
My
to lie.
nigga
Kick
is
it. Like,
crazy,
No,
dog.
man. I just try to, like, you know what I'm saying, and with my kids, like, even though I was a young father and I struggled and everything, but one thing I always said, man, one thing I just always committed myself to was just being there. Like, my baby mamas ain't never had to chase me down or not knew where I stay at or not have my number. Like, if anything, if I ain't got $1 to contribute, at least you can drop the kids off and get you a break. You know what I'm saying? At minimum, you know what I'm saying?
And we all fall short.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The only time my daddy calls me is trying to get him released from child support. But I told him, bro, like,
damn, he's still on child support?
He go like they never paid the shit.
He's a lifetime member.
Yeah, he ain't getting off until he die. He ain't never worked or nothing. Like, you know, I don't put his business out there, but
what can you do for him?
But listen though, this is how messed up. So he's back like maybe 15 to 20,000. I don't know the exact number. So my mama got him a deal. You know the pit bull I got. So this is years ago. This is she was maybe 1 or 2. Like, he's a good trainer. Like he could train the hell of a dog. He could train dogs to sniff shit. Like he's a A1 dog trainer.
That's a good profession.
It is. I'm not joking on that. So my mama come to him. I will release you from child support if you train my dog. And he didn't. He still couldn't even. Man, I'm busy. He trained like 1 or 2 lessons. It was still like, bro, like you ain't got a lot to kick it, but like that's a hell of a deal. Motherfucker released you $20,000 for a couple weeks of training, and still didn't. That's crazy.
That nigga would go to the moon for you.
I had a brother. So it was. I got an older sister, then his older brother. There's another older brother, then it's me. That's 4 of them. Then he had 2 that was younger, but I never met them. Well, I didn't meet one of them. But long story short, I didn't even meet my brother till like he got killed at Wing Station. Like, but I wrote him on Snapchat a couple times, and you know, cause he went to school with my little cousin Michi. I'm like, oh, you know him? He's like, oh, yes, my nigga. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we were supposed to link up, you know, go shoot some pool, whatever, but never. But I ain't meet up with my brothers. This is like 2021. I met my little sister. She's like 20. I didn't meet the little younger brother. He deceased. And I bet my older brother like the first time, bro. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, and my thing is, though, like, how does, as a woman, how do you feel, you know, how do you be with a man that got kids and you never met them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
That's amazing right there.
I'm 32, 31 years old, and this is your first time. Like, we pulled up and paid our respects. You know, the brother, you know, I didn't know him, though, but I just pulled up and paid my respects. You know how it is. You know, brought a little food, some water. But I'm like, you know, a case of water, some chicken. You know how it is. But yeah, but that's crazy.
So I got a question for y'all. Y'all's childhood, like growing out, because I had my real dad came around late. You know what I mean? Like I thought my stepdaddy was my daddy. He was there since I was 2. But when my real daddy he was about to get married. His wife was like, you know what I'm saying? You need to go be in his life. You know what I'm saying? You taking care of my kids. We don't even know the little dude. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't get away with shit once my daddy really, you know, found God and had an amazing job driving trucks. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my stepdaddy was an OG. So I couldn't get away with shit. Yeah, I'll just whoop his ass, Aaron. Cool, send him over here. I'll whoop his ass too. You know, I'm on my way. But as a man, I commend and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like having that structure. But like y'all, it's like y'all had amazing moms, which is amazing. You know what I mean? But in your years now as a man, how do you think that affected y'all? Like not really having y'all's, you know what I'm saying, pops around.
I know for sure, cause like I got 4 kids. I got 4 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Just me. I kind of like. I guess I said it out loud like recently for the first time, not that long ago. But like when I think about it, I was searching. Like I always wanted to build a family. I wanted the mother, father, kid thing, and that was even from my first time being. You know what I'm saying? Being a father at 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this person at 16, not knowing that we kids and. I mean, we ain't gonna be the same people in 2 years. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But me, and then 2 years later, I have another kid, and 2 years later, I have another kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here just doing anything, trying to create a home. Too young, really. I probably shouldn't even been focusing that. Have my focus somewhere else. But if I had my father around, who had some guidance and knowledge, he probably would have told me like, hey. Like, feel me? Like, after that first one, he probably been like, hey, bro, it's time for you to buckle down. You need to start a career. Because I was out here, like, I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? I kind of was just, I was just winging it. I ain't know about a lot of stuff, trades, or, like, even, like, college. College was a thing, but I was kind of intimidated by college, too. And I actually got accepted to WKU, and I could have went to U of L. But I just turned it down because I was like, I need to focus on my kids. But really, I could have did both. You know what I'm saying? But me not having that knowledge or having somebody in my ear like, well, you know you can do both or you can balance this out. You know what I'm saying? Go for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, while they little anyway, go ahead and try to do everything that you need to do. So once they get a little older and notice that you miss it.
Because you were still young.
I was a kid, though. I was figuring it out, bro. Like, and that's why I even, like, I kind of started over. Like I got 4 kids. My daughter she'll be 1 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But like now I feel like my 3 kids, like I remember it, but I also was a blur. Like I was just like literally trying to like just do like the minimum. Like here, I'm gonna take you out to the park. I'm gonna do this, do this. I was just doing like the checking the list, just checking the list. Like here, let me show up to the field trip, this and the other. But also not really taking time to appreciate it. I don't feel like I kind of like and like I definitely enjoyed it. We had fun. I remember like I got memories from it, but I was so young and trying to find out who I am, and I still feel like I don't know who I am. I'm still finding out who I am, and of course we gonna always do it just lifelong because you change. You know what I'm saying? Every few years anyway. But yeah, I just feel like man, like if I had my father around, he could have guided me, and I probably would have either had less kids or went about it a different way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, like, cause I had my granddaddy there, cause I stayed a lot of part of my childhood with my grandparents. So I had my granddaddy there, and I seen that like family structure, but I ain't got no kids myself though. But I don't really think it affected me as a, cause I guess, every kid wants their daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause his thing was the pawn shop, and I remember like Christmas, seriously, his thing was going to the pawn shop. He'd take it to the pawn shop, get him a, 64.
I'm a pawn shop nigga.
Yeah, so
too, cause they
man,
break shit.
to this day, man, I'm a Green Bay fan because of this. He came through, and man, he bought me a 64. It was used, smelled like had scratch marks all on it, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing. That was the first game on there, like Brett Favre. I'm like, man, but a kid wants their daddy, but I don't really think it has affected me like
if you let it.
If it lets you,
if you, yeah, for sure.
I had uncles and I had my grandparents, but I don't think it's affected me. But
no. I definitely, I feel like in elementary, like that's when you notice it. Like when other people's daddies is coming in for career day. Like I had my homie, his name was Merle, and his daddy worked at Krispy Kreme, and like we had a
Black Merle.
Black Merle,
That's my nigga,
yep,
man.
that was my dog. We went to Wellington together, and like that's what I kind of like, yeah, for real. And that's what like kind of just had me like. I really didn't think about it, but that's the first time I think as a kid. Like, I think me and him went to school like first and second grade, and then we had like a career day. His daddy came in, he brought donuts for everybody. And like, you know what I'm saying? Just like not only that, but him and his daddy looked alike. It was just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like Eric, like for real, dead serious. So like
facts, though.
that's like I was young and I just was like I was aware enough to look at that and be like, dang, I wish my daddy was here. Or I wish my daddy did something interesting that I could be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that was like the first thing, even though he just worked at Krispy Kreme, like somebody else gonna shit on that.
Amazing,
but as a kid, you like, damn, he make donuts. Merle get all the donuts he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. So
see this nigga Merle.
Yeah, for sure though. Yeah, that's my dog for sure. And, yeah, man. So like,
but I'm gonna keep it real though. Like, I grew up in a 2-parent home.
Mm-hmm.
A great mom, great stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was married to a great woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I always tell people, that still kind of fucks up a kid's development. Like people think like I met this girl one day. She was like, I didn't have my dad. Like I'm learning from men I meet. You know what I mean? And date. And I was like, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, but at the same time, like I had to tell her like just even if you did have your mom and dad, even if y'all did, there's still things that you have to figure out because like I had a great life as a kid, you know what I mean? But still going to see my dad on the weekends and shit like that kind of tour now as a grown man. Everybody wants you over for Christmas. They pulling you here and there. When like I take pride in like being married to my wife and
all your kids in the same house.
You know what I mean? So and we kind of want that. Like we talk about that all the time when they get older and have their families. You're not gonna be torn to go to mom's house or dad's house to see his wife or mom's house to see her husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all can come home. You know what I mean? But that's the unity. And I feel like that's what as men, women can feel how they want, but we learn from our environments. Like you said, you wanted that coming up as a young man. You wanted to have that family.
Mm-hmm.
So and you headstrong. So just because this didn't work out, don't mean I'm not gonna have my family.
Yeah.
Okay, just because this didn't work out, it don't mean I'm not gonna have my family. You feel me? But that's how success works too, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't really like go back on your story. Your story's your story. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom is big on that. Like regret to her, like you can't regret nothing to her. Like I used to say, I regret not going to college because I could have just my ways now. I know I could have like made a way. You know what I mean? But ain't no regret. You cut her. You have a wonderful podcast. You know, you did music. You coach. You know what I'm saying? You have a life. You
I
have
think
a
about getting into coaching.
You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that shit, man. I'm done, man. I ain't no Belichick, man. I'm trying to be a dad.
For sure.
But you got your you want to take a moment to you got your own clothing line. You
Yeah,
rocking that.
yeah.
You want to shoot that out? But it'll get it on the clips.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll definitely get it. But man, yeah, this is something that like when me and my partner split, you know, everybody kept asking me, "Am I gonna start a clothing brand?" You know what I'm saying? And at first, I was just like, "Nah, I'm just gonna focus on helping other people start theirs because I didn't learn the knowledge, I didn't got the experience,
Yeah.
or whatever." So, like, I just was like, I ain't rushing, I ain't putting no pressure on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to, you know, I'm just gonna focus on what I'm focused on, and if it come to me, it come to me. That's just how I am.
Right.
And maybe that was part of the problem with him too, because I never rushed anything. I felt like I let the stuff come to me as a creative. You don't want to rush stuff because most times when I rushed it, I ain't feel good about it.
Yeah.
But when it just came to me, I was like, it was a hit every time.
Yeah.
We
What-
sold out quick.
What's the name of your line? What's the
My
name?
brand is called Daily Roses.
And when is it
And,
dropping, man?
But you know, let me tell you how I got the name. So the
That's
name
hard.
really is just really trying to tell people to give people their flowers every day while they still can.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we do that with family members. Like we say, oh, when somebody passes away, oh well, I should have checked on them more.
Yeah.
Or, oh well, I should have appreciated them more.
Real
Or,
talk.
you know what I'm saying? Or even a partner that you might have lost. You might be like, you know, you might have took them for granted. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could have gave them their roses, whether that's like, you know, like physical roses. You could have
Yeah.
gave your girl roses,
Yeah.
and that's all she probably wanted.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Just the
Or-
gesture of
yeah,
knowing.
gesture of that, or just even some of our legends in the culture. Sometimes they pass away, and like I take, you know, Whitney Houston. People make jokes about her, this, that, and the
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
and then like, feel like the moment that she died, it's like, dang,
Yeah.
then you wanted to give her roses, or
Mike
Michael
too.
Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It was
He
always,
was the
always,
greatest.
you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
he was.
Always the rape jokes, this and the other,
Yeah.
the white skin jokes and all of
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, like
Even
now you
your
don't.
boy Cat Williams did it. He was like, just know when I made that joke about Michael Jackson, I was talking about somebody that was alive, and
Yeah.
I take that shit back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my brand is called, you know, Daily Roses. And I just, like I said, I just want to just, you know, promote giving people their roses while they
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? Every day. It don't have to be their birthday. It don't have to be Christmas. It don't got to
Yeah.
be New Year's. It don't got to be none of that. You
Just because
just
it's
call
Tuesday.
somebody, check on them Tuesday, and
Yeah.
be like, hey, man, I appreciate you for looking out for me. Even if they gave you $5 or split
Yeah.
a juice with you or
Yeah.
let you sleep on their floor. You know what I'm
big
saying?
on that too, because
Yeah.
I know I get overwhelmed just by cutting her and
Mhm.
trying to keep up and
Yep.
shit with that shit. Like, you feel me? I hit them up and be like, man, I love y'all niggas, man. Like, I love y'all's hard work. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yep.
I just told brother the other day, you know what I'm saying? But you have to though, because like I don't
People
like,
don't know sometimes.
and
You
I
might
lost
think,
friends that like I cut a dude's hair one time and he killed himself that night.
oh man,
You know what I'm saying? RP my nigga Jordan. Like, you
Sorry
feel
to
me?
hear
Like it was a crazy experience
Mhm.
because I went and cut his hair too at the funeral home, and I
Yeah.
was just like thinking to myself, like,
And I
damn,
just-
bro,
yeah.
like what
That's
could
the
I could have
first deadline
said?
you
Yeah, I was like, what could I could have said or joked about or
Yeah.
Just do anything. You
Just
feel like,
didn't
and you
know.
feel guilty. You
What
know
was
what
he
I'm
going?
saying?
You know, well, you never know.
you never know, and I think that's what kills me because I never like to me the most depressed I've ever been is like just paying bills and shit as a, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, and you know you might not make it when you know what I'm saying, like I done found my way, but at the same time it's like I didn't get depression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until I started linking with my nigga PK and doing music. And like he suffered from depression. But I didn't notice my woman was suffering from depression. So when the shit I was like, man, leave me alone about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to her, I'm catering to my nigga though. Like, my nigga, what's going on? Like, and he would tell me, like, you know what,
listen
bro?
to her.
Like, hey, bro, like I'm depressed, bro. That's why I don't pick up the phone. That's why I don't do this, why I don't do that. And then I started thinking to myself, like, damn, I look out for my nigga like that, but damn,
My girl's stressed
I didn't
out.
even
You
know
ain't
that's what
check
she
on-
was
yeah,
going
ain't check
through.
on her.
And I was running from it for a long time when
Yeah,
we
for
was
sure.
young. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give people they flowers and you gotta check up on your motherfucking people,
Check
man.
up on the strong friends.
Yeah,
For sure,
man.
for sure.
Definitely gotta do.
Yeah, man. But I've been saying I was gonna drop it. I'm still working on some samples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm getting this. You know, I feel like this
I
is
want
one
that
of my.
one.
This is
That's
one of
dope.
this is one of my best fits that I done came up with so far. I done did a few samples. Like I'm gonna say about this is probably my fifth one. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like ironing the kicks out. Like I did the logo myself. You got the clock, the art. Got the flowers in there. You know, just something elegant, but still something sporty. You know what I'm saying? You can be comfortable with it. You can dress it up, dress it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have different stuff. I want to just expand and just drop something unique that stands out from everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna probably drop it later on this year. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna shoot for anyway. I don't have an exact date. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all tap into my Instagram,
shout yourself
you
out.
know, T Rell graphics on Instagram. And
where can they find
hit
you
me
at?
up on Facebook at, T Rell Briggs. Then that's mainly, I'm gonna have a website and all of that. But if you just tap into those 2 pages, then you can keep up with everything else I got going on. And if you need custom clothing, you need logos, graphics, flyers, anything like that, man, I got y'all. I even do like film like the motion flyers to where like your flyer could be for social media, but it moves. It can have different videos.
Oh, really?
And stuff like that. So yeah, man, I could clip some stuff. I could take some clips and make a whole. You know what I'm saying? I could do like a thumbnail for your YouTube, all of it. So like it ain't no limit, man. You come to me, I could pretty much get it done. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you need to start a YouTube page, bro.
Hey, man, I definitely need to.
Yeah,
I definitely need
a
to.
tutorial something.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you stopping by, man. It was a good conversation. And
I got one thing.
What's up?
I want to start a daily message.
Okay.
I agree.
You can get the next one. The next episode. My daily message is, man, it's 2 things: mental health and self-care, man. Like I'm new to this depression and seeing how it affects people.
Mental health, yeah.
Mental health and all that. Me being 32 years old, like I've always thought life was a game. Like I still feel 16.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Still trying to figure
as
it
old
out.
as you feel, though.
Facts, and it's like you never know until it hits you or it hits somebody near you that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take time for yourself and you got to just check on everybody's mental health, especially if you know yours is fucked up. Just think of how somebody that's really going through something fucked up because somebody always going through something worse. So mental health and self-care. Take care of yourself so your mental will be straight, man.
For sure.
Whatever you gotta do, man. Fuck it, man.
For sure.
And that's a hell of a message. But before we get out of here, who would you like to see on here? Like, but you got to help us, make a call, a text, or like, who would you like to see on here? But you got to.
Hey, y'all got the baddies yet?
We got Jamie. But
see, yeah, man, y'all got to interview some of the baddies though. I mean, of course, it's messy, and some people gonna call it ghetto ratchet or whatever. But I mean,
that they wanted security and all types of shit.
I mean, but they got 2 groups too now.
Yeah, he said it's 6 baddies. I'm like,
yeah,
you see how small this room? I'm like, that's kind of tight. And I'm gonna bring 2 security guards just in case they start fighting. I said, no, the fuck, they ain't fighting in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So that's doing too much. So we had to cancel it. So
her season.
Okay, her season.
I think y'all should reach out to him. He's a dope. Like he's a legend.
Yeah.
People kind of. I mean, I feel like he kind of get his flowers, but also he kind of just moves silent. And he's very humble.
Yeah.
So he don't really like brag on himself. But I like, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from him, whether it's fitness, whether it's businesses, whether it's being a family man. Like he got a family. And he, you know what I'm saying? He's all about his family. Entertainer, all of that stuff. So yeah, y'all definitely reach out to her. Since I think that would be a dope interview if y'all reach out to him, man, for sure. Reach out to him.
I get him. He's on my page for sure.
For sure, man.
And one more question.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Don't forget, like, subscribe everywhere where there's entertainment.
We on everything
podcast, man.
Them young niggas turn us on. I ain't never heard of a social media called Monkey. Have y'all?
No, what is it?
A Monkey? I don't know what it is.
He did say it to us.
He said, I ain't never heard no shit like that. But sound like we don't need to be on there. Then
I don't know what that is.
What else about to say?
Sound like a porn site.
Yeah. It's the Big and Lazy podcast. So you gotta give us something big, something good to eat, and lazy, something good to watch when we get out of here.
You talking about me?
Yeah, talking to you.
Something big?
Something good to eat, and lazy, something good to watch.
Something good to eat. Oh, God. Okay.
It can be local, wherever, whatever. Chicago, whatever you want.
Fuck. That's crazy. Okay, y'all put me on the spot. My bad. Okay. Go to Barstown Road, Wings and Burger Factory. Wings and Burger Factory, bro. I went there like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I got these chicken tenders. They were spicy here. I like spicy food, real spicy food. They had them, but they got burgers, all kind of stuff.
Is it by the Speedway?
It's like soon you turn off of as a matter of fact, it's right there by Wicks and everything.
Yeah, I know you're
it's probably across from Wicks on the same side of Barstown Road. But yep, Wings and Burger Factory. Definitely go out there and then what was the other question?
Something good to watch.
Something good to watch. Dang, what is that Tubi movie I watched that was crazy?
Was it Stepdaughter?
Nah, dang. What was that crazy movie I watched that one time? I told your mama to watch. Do you remember the title of that movie? Yeah, you don't remember the title, do you? That was a crazy movie, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check.
God, what was it called?
You found it. You got the.
Okay, cool. Well, nope. I'm just gonna plug my movie right now, man. Y'all watch Frat House. You know what I'm saying? I get on that, and then I just send that movie I'm talking about to y'all, and y'all can plug it in on film like another episode or whatever, social media. But it's a crazy movie, man. And,
I'm watching it at home.
for sure, bro. It's crazy. It was kind of sick a little bit, but it's very interesting. Y'all like it, but definitely watch Frat House. It was shot here in the city. Shout out to Party All Weekend and Rodney Cox. He helped produce it or whatever. And it's a dope movie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's one of my first works, so I'm a little biased. So yeah, Frat House on Tubi. I think it's on Prime as well. Philo. Yeah, so check it out, man, for sure. Wings and Burger Factory too. Get them chicken tenders, man. That was a fire, and that was fresh.
I'm gonna check them out. You know, they've been plugging the dude to plug the Caribbean chicken. I mean, I said Caribbean, the Caribbean kitchen.
Okay.
Caribbean kitchen's good too.
Yeah, I've been seeing it all on my timeline.
Yeah.
He plugged the Alfredo pasta.
Fire.
Oh my God, not the
They
Alfredo.
got them pineapple bowls and everything too.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
the
gotta try
jerk
that
pasta.
shit.
So I gotta check it out. Yeah.
He got some heat over there, man, for sure. Go check him out. He's in the West, I think. Yeah.
Man, it's been a pleasure, my nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all,
It's
man,
been
for
a
sure.
real
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, man, we got to definitely tap in again. You know what I'm saying?
anytime,
So,
like we
I
always
come
say,
back, man. Soon as I
anytime you
drop
got
the line
something
or
going on,
and then you know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all some gear. We can
Yeah.
do giveaways, or y'all
Yeah.
can just rock it. You know what I'm saying?
anytime you got something going on, bro, even if you got like just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just want to come back and fuck with us, man. We always got people canceling.
Yep.
So, like, if we hit you up, like, man, it's really just be on some, like,
Yeah, man. We can just talk
collabing,
about some
wrecking.
current events or something that's going on.
Yeah,
in the
man,
news, you know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
was
We
a
can chop
pleasure.
it up for sure.
Definitely, man.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Oh,
And
man.
just like that.
Just like
Man,
that, man. We
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.